3, 2, 1. Whoa! Oh my God!
So I dropped off my Cybertruck for service and they gave me a Cyberbeast Foundation Series as a loaner. At first when they said I was gonna get a Cybertruck, I was expecting the all-wheel drive dual motor one like mine, but nope. As soon as they pulled it out of the lot, I saw it was a Cyberbeast, and better yet, it's a Foundation Series. So I'm gonna go over what the differences are between my truck and this truck, the Foundation Series, the Cyberbeast variant, and what the differences are in terms of speed, acceleration, range, and all that sort of stuff. And why I'm now sort of tempted to pull the trigger on the Cyberbeast and maybe trade in my all-wheel drive Cybertruck for it, because it's truly a great truck. It might be even worth it now, especially with the Luxe package that Tesla has added to the Cyberbeast. I'll get into what the Luxe package is, what the price differences are, and all that. And also, I'll also be going over why I dropped my brand new Cybertruck off for service, the 6 things that were wrong with my brand new Cybertruck. So let's get into it. All right, let's first start with the cosmetic differences between the Cyberbeast and also the Foundation Series from a regular Cybertruck. So the Foundation Series was a limited time production of exclusive badging and also some other little goodies. I'll put them on the screen of what the differences are and what you got for that extra $20,000. So first and foremost, you'll see it says Foundation Series. It's laser etched into the stainless steel. You have it on the other side as well. And the Foundation Series also came with a white dash, Alcantara right here instead of plastic, all-weather floor liners, a couple of bed accessories, but also the Cyberbeast comes with this 3-headed dog, Cerberus, or the Cyberbeast logo. All the Cyberbeasts get this. And that's how you know it's a Cyberbeast. And the Foundation Series, here's another one right here. It's laser etched right there. And yeah, it was about $20,000 extra you had to pay to get the Foundation Series and all these little goodies. And some people loved it. Some people saw it was maybe not the best value proposition because it came with FSD. So that's $8,000 right there. But then the rest of the things, you also got the upgraded wheels right here, the all-terrain wheels. I'll get into more on why I actually don't like these for daily driving, so stick around for that as well, because I took it for about a 350-mile road trip in this. So I'll get into more of my thoughts on why I actually like my Cybertruck, the comfort of it, how it's actually a little bit different, because this VIN number production was in the early 5,000 range, and mine is about in the 70,000 range. So there could be some differences that Tesla has made to either the suspension, the seats, and obviously the wheels play a factor in the comfort as well. Now let's talk about the key differences between the Cyberbeast and the all-wheel drive Cybertruck. For starters, the Cyberbeast goes 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds. Now for a nearly 7,000-pound electric pickup truck, that feels like physics should not allow it to happen, but surprisingly it does. On the other hand, the all-wheel drive Cybertruck goes 0 to 60 in 4.1 seconds. Still, that is an amazing accomplishment by Tesla. Now, some of you may see the 0 to 60 as an irrelevant number. Some of you may love it. After several days of driving the Cyberbeast, I can tell you, if you really enjoy the quickness and the instant acceleration of a Tesla or any electric vehicle, and you are leaning towards a Cyberbeast, I say go for it. Because it is something that you do not get tired of. After several days of, flooring it here and there, going quick, responsibly, I still am not getting tired of it. I look forward to driving the Cyberbeast every day as well. I can see why people now get the Model S Plaid, the Model X Plaid, the Model 3 Performance. With my Model Y Performance, that went 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. The Model S Plaid goes 0 to 60 in 1.99 seconds. It is something that you cannot describe over the camera. You just have to experience it for yourself. So go out for a test drive, maybe rent it on Turo, give it a shot, see how it compares to the all-wheel drive Cybertruck, and maybe that might be the thing that could win you over. Yeah, the all-wheel drive already feels fast, but the Cyberbeast, it feels like you're cheating of how instant it is like that. It's just unimaginable, like I mentioned, for a nearly 7,000-pound pickup truck to be this quick at any given time. You don't have to wait for the turbos to spool up. You don't have to wait for the engine to rev up or anything like that. Just all instant. Let's talk about the driving feel of the Cyberbeast. For the most part, there are a lot of similarities that obviously overlap between the all-wheel drive Cybertruck. Not many differences. But the differences did certainly stand out for me. As I mentioned, I went on a roughly 350-mile round-trip road trip in the Cyberbeast the other day. And I will say, after about roughly an hour, hour and a half, I felt the stiffness and the firmness of just constantly driving it. Compared to my all-wheel drive Cybertruck, I did not feel that at all. And I have a couple of reasons, a couple of theories on why that could be the case. The first are the tires. So the Cyberbeast comes standard with the all-terrain tires. Normally that's a $3,500 upgrade, but they come standard. Those are a little bit beefier, they're a little bit heavier, they're more aggressive. So that definitely plays a factor into the comfort, the drive feel, the road noise. Another theory I have is similar to how when the Model Y was first released, the seats were a little bit firmer in the earlier VINs, the earlier productions, and the suspension was a little bit stiffer. I don't know if that's the case, that has not been confirmed, that's just my theory. So that could obviously play a role. This is a early 5,000 VIN number. My Cybertruck is in the 70 to 80,000 VIN number range. So I probably assume they may have tweaked something with the seat comfort, may have tweaked something with the suspension, and in conjunction to the heavier tires, you definitely feel the stiffness in the Cyberbeast. If I were to get the Cyberbeast, I wish they would let you choose between the all-terrain and all-season tires. I understand the all-terrain tires definitely look better than the all-season tires, but if you're going strictly for comfort, maybe consider the all-season tires instead, but also give it a shot yourself. Test drive both tires and see how you like it. Overall, the driving feel of the Cyberbeast feels very planted. You feel like you're in total control. You're not losing any traction when you're going really quick. Tesla definitely honed in on this aspect of the Cyberbeast. Now, the handling of the Cyberbeast is surprisingly good. Given all of this power, the 0 to 60, all of this torque, everything at an instant, you definitely feel like you're in control. You can't really say that about other vehicles that have this much power, especially given if you're not a professional driver. This may be your first electric vehicle, this may be your first high performance vehicle, things like that. So now let's dive into the 6 reasons why I had to drop off my brand new 1-month-old Cybertruck off for service. I will preface this by saying a few of these may seem as nitpicky, but I did confirm with Tesla service on delivery day and the day after, and they even recommended I submit a service ticket and see what happens. So the first thing I noticed on delivery day was a quite noticeable scratch on the driver door latch unlock. It's that little plastic piece that you press to unlock the door and open the door, and the Tesla service advisor recommended I submit a ticket for it, and they said it should be covered. And when I heard back from Tesla, they said, yes, it's covered. Now, I understand normally this would not be covered as it's a cosmetic issue. It could be considered as wear and tear. But since I noticed it on delivery day before taking delivery, it was covered. Another thing I noticed on delivery day was the driver door was slightly misaligned in terms of it being even with the rear door compared to the other side, the passenger side. Again, Tesla service said submit it and see what the technicians say, and they came back and they said it's covered. While on the topic of misalignments, another thing that was misaligned was the cant rails. So on one of the sides, there was a noticeable gap in the cant rail to the body panel, and on the other side, it was pretty even and not noticeable. Again, submitted it, and they said it should be covered. But when I took it in, they said, just be aware that we may not be able to fix it because it's like playing a game of Jenga. You move a little bit of the panel, a little bit of the cant rail, or whatever they're adjusting, it could set off a different part of the truck. So we'll see what happens, if it got adjusted or not. And the other issues, aside from these, were one of the biggest ones, probably actually the main reason why I'm looking to get my Cybertruck serviced, is there's water a lot of water entering the vault from the tonneau cover, even though it's closed. It's a issue that Tesla has to fix on quite a lot of Cybertrucks. They have to add a slat piece. So apparently the slat piece was missing on the earlier productions, but I guess they didn't really address that issue because mine is in the 70,000 range, and it should have been, it should have came with a slat piece, but I guess it just didn't. And so that's one thing. At first they messaged me and said there's nothing wrong with it. They said a little bit of water is normal. And I said, it's not a little bit. I sent them pictures. It was tons of water after just a little bit of rain. And we went back and forth. They're like, well, we can't really do anything about it. and I showed a picture of the actual slat piece that's missing. If that's missing, then that's obviously, the slat piece is missing, so you got to get it fixed. And now they're working on that. That's as far as that goes. I understand it won't be watertight, but still, when it rains, all the water shouldn't just flood into the vault. And the other issue, I got actually a notification on my center screen. It said camera visibility for the front camera is limited. So clean it or submit a service ticket. So I cleaned the outside of it, on the glass, and the message was still there. And when I was cleaning it, I noticed that on the inside, in between the glass and the camera housing, it was really foggy. That's another somewhat, I wouldn't say common issue, but it's just a issue that some Cybertrucks have, potentially due to off-gassing, and that it just seeps into the camera housing. I believe you can clean it yourself as well. Normally, I think Tesla charges either like $60 or $80 to clean it, but since it was within about a week since I took delivery of it, and I submitted the ticket, they said it's covered, so that's one thing as well. And the final and sixth thing that I submitted a ticket for was at the base of the windshield wiper, there's this plastic piece, and it looked like it was over tightened the way it had cracked. And when I took it in for service, the technician said, yeah, that's actually a somewhat, common thing that he's seen at this specific delivery center, and it's something that they'll fix. And yeah, those are the 6 things that I took my brand new Cybertruck in for service for. I understand some of these may come off as nitpicky, hold it, but it's stuff that even Tesla recommended I submit a ticket for and see what happens. Worst comes to worst, they say no, or they charge you for it. I'm anticipating to pick up my Cybertruck tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday. I dropped it off last Friday. Initially, it was supposed to be ready in the app. It said that same day, same Friday, and then got pushed back to Monday because I assume they don't work Saturdays and Sundays. And then Monday came around. They said, can we do it tomorrow? Because that's when it'll be ready, the Tuesday. And then Tuesday came around. They said Wednesday, and then now Thursday. So 6 days with the Cyberbeast. And tomorrow I'll see if they fixed these issues. So yeah, Tesla's fixing all of this under warranty. I understand that sometimes that may not be the case. And like I mentioned, I understand, these sometimes may not even be issues for some people, but with it was a brand new truck, submitted and just seeing what happens. Even with all these quote unquote issues, whether you see these as minor issues or big issues, I still wouldn't trade this truck in for anything. I wouldn't drive anything else. Well, maybe a Cyberbeast, or if they come out with a different Cybertruck. The Cybertruck has truly been the best vehicle I have ever driven. I don't understand all the hate the Cybertruck gets. I mean, if you don't like the looks, okay, fine, don't like the looks. But if it's for a deeper reason, which we all know why, I won't get into it. But it doesn't make sense. 99% of people that hate the Cybertruck have never sat in one, never driven one. They just maybe see or hear things online. If you don't like Tesla, maybe you shouldn't like Volkswagen. Do you know who made Volkswagen? Maybe you don't like Porsche, BMW, Mercedes. Who do they support? If you're gonna be this critical of Tesla, maybe apply that same level of scrutiny to all car brands. Now, I won't get into that in this video. Just an observation. But yeah. So what is the Luxe package? It is this new package that Tesla has released for the Model S Plaid and the Model X Plaid, and now the Cybertruck. The Luxe package comes with full self-driving, it comes with unlimited supercharging, comes with free lifetime connectivity, and also a service plan. Within this service plan, it includes windshield protection, it includes wheel and tire protection, and also the recommended service of windshield wipers and cabin air filter replacements, along with a few other things. So the Cyberbeast was $100,000 before this, and now the Luxe package has added $15,000 to the price of the Cybertruck. So for $115,000, you're getting the Cyberbeast, along with all these goodies that the Luxe package comes with. A lot of people see that as sort of overpaying, especially over $100,000 for an electric pickup truck, while others see it as a good value. So full self-driving, it's normally $8,000. And then some people value free unlimited supercharging more than others, especially if you don't have a charger at home. That is a great value for you. And also premium connectivity, that's $100 a year if you were to buy it all at once. So it depends on how long you're gonna keep your Cybertruck, wheel and tire protection, windshield replacement protection. It just really depends on how your experience has been with other vehicles. if you need these protection plans and these goodies that it comes with. Now, for me, full self-driving, I personally don't see the value there for it, considering with the Luxe package. For $8,000, I don't think I'll be purchasing even full self-driving on, you know, $100 a month or even $8,000 to own it, because I personally enjoy driving. Now I know people are gonna be like, okay, if you enjoy driving, go get a stick shift. Okay, I'll just get a horse and buggy while I'm at it. That's besides the point. But had full self-driving on the Cybertruck when I first took delivery of it for a month. All Teslas come with full self-driving for a month trial. I drove it about half the time on full self-driving, thoroughly enjoyed it. It was flawless. It performed exceedingly well. Yeah, like I mentioned, it's just, maybe it's the honeymoon phase of the new car, new truck. You want to drive it as much as you want and much as you can. We'll see. I'll give you guys another 3 or 4 month update if my mind has changed on full self-driving. What do you think about the Luxe package? I know a few people that have ordered it for the Model S Plaid, so we'll see how that unfolds in the coming years after they've owned it for a while. So a couple days after I picked up my Cybertruck, it rained, and now you can see that the issue has still not been fixed. There's still plenty of water coming into the vault, and I'll have to make another service appointment to get this fixed. I actually went back and forth with Tesla, and they said this is normal. I was like, there's no way this is normal. I showed them other videos and pictures of other people's Cybertrucks online and how this amount of water is not normal. I understand a little bit is normal. It's not going to be watertight, but this is unacceptable. And it turns out that it's the piece right where the top of the glass ends to where the slat begins. I think it's missing a foam or some sort of insulation piece or a seal, and I think that's what they're gonna actually fix this time around, the second time. So I'll keep you guys updated, and I'll let you know what Tesla says and what Tesla if they actually fix the issue. So fingers crossed it will become close to watertight. If not, I might have another solution, but that is the last resort. Let me know what you guys think about the Cybertruck. Let me know what you think about these 6 issues my Cybertruck had. Do you think these are big issues? Are these normal? If you've had these issues, were they also covered for you under warranty, or did you have to pay out of pocket for it? And if you're on the fence about a Cybertruck, are you considering the Cyberbeast? Are you considering the all-wheel drive Cybertruck? Let me know down in the comments below. So, as always, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.